Now we are going to study about the molecular basis of inheritance. That inheritance, the character which are inherited, what are the molecules based in that? We had already studied about the how DNA is being the genetic material. Now what is DNA? DNA is a diribonucleic acid which is a long polymer of deoxyribonucleotides. The number of base pair is equal to present in the DNA is equal to the length of DNA. Escherichia coli is having 4.6 into 10 to the power 6 base pairs. Human being is having 3.3 into 10 to the power 9 base pair. That is means haploid number of chromosomes are there. Now structure of DNA or RNA are having these three groups. The first one is the pentose sugar, second one is the nitrogenous base, and the third one is the phosphate group. Pentose sugar is either ribose that is present in the RNA and either deoxyribose present in the DNA. Here the ribose structure where both OH will be on the same side, and here is the deoxyribose structure where one OH will be here and here there will be no OH. So this is the pentose sugar ring. Okay. Now coming to the nitrogenous base. Nitrogen containing organic molecule having similar physical properties of base are called as nitrogenous base. Here two type of nitrogen base are there, purine and pyrimidine. Purine are the two type of nitrogenous base, means nitrogen contain any organic molecule which is containing nitrogen and having same physical properties, that is called as the base. There are two type of nitrogenous base, purine and pyrimidine. Purine is of two type, adenine and guanine. Adenine represented by A, guanine represented by G. And pyrimidine is of three types, cytosine, uracil and thymine. Cytosine is present in both DNA and RNA, uracil in RNA and thymine in DNA. So these are the nitrogenous base. Just the example is being given here. Adenine plus ribose sugar, we will form the adenosine. Adenine plus deoxyribose sugar means DNA nucleotide, then it is called the deoxyadenosine. Okay. Now here you could see the nitrogenous base. Few examples are there: purine and pyrimidine, uracil, ribose sugar, uridine, and these all things are example. Now coming to the phosphate group. Nucleotide is formed when phosphate group is linked to the 5-OH, means that the 5-, see that at the 5-OH the phosphate will be linked, and at the 3- will be the OH will be linked. So this is the phosphate group which will be attached to the 5- of the nucleoside. What is the bond? Here the phosphodiester bond will be formed. And what is happening when the two nucleotide, means one nucleotide, it will be formed by the phosphodiester, two nucleotide will be formed, then it is called as dinucleotide, and like this several nucleotide will be formed, then it is called as polynucleotide. So these are the three groups present in the DNA. The first one is the pentose sugar, RNA and DNA, pentose, ribose, deoxyribose, nitrogenous base, purine and pyrimidine, phosphate group. Now these nitrogenous base are connected to each other through the hydrogen bond. We will study in further detail. Now this is the polynucleotide chain where pentose sugar is there, here the base is there, adenine, here the phosphate group at the 5- and then the dinucleotide means phosphodiester bond is there, phosphate group, and these will be connected to the phosphodiester bond, then they will call as dinucleotide. Several chain will be called as polynucleotide. Here thymine is being arranged, the bases, and this is the at the last and 3- will be the OH group, hydroxyl group. So this is the polynucleotide chain. Here the example of the polynucleotide chain is being given here also. You all could see here also. The chain of polynucleotide is being given here also. At the 3- end will be the hydroxyl, and at the 5- end will be the phosphate. Now discovery which is related to the structure of DNA. What is happening after this structure of the polynucleotide, which is this DNA structure? Watson and Crick have given the model of DNA. They had said the DNA is made up of polynucleotide chain. We already studied. Then the backbone will be of sugar phosphate. We had studied the backbone of the sugar phosphate at the 5- end. Nitrogenous base will be invert. You all could see the nitrogenous base are at the invert position. The bases are being arranged. Now two chains have anti-parallel polarity. What is happening? Two chains are having anti-parallel polarity. Means if one will be going from 3- to 5-, then other will be going from 5- to 3-. And bases are paired with hydrogen bond. Adenosine will be bound with thymine through the 2 hydrogen bond, and guanine will be bound with cytosine with 3 hydrogen bond. Two polynucleotides are coined in the right hand fashion. The two polynucleotides are coined through the right hand fashion, means both the angle will be the right hand. Pitch of the helix is 3.4 nanometer or 3.4 into 10 to the power -9. You all could see in the diagram, that will be clearly understood. See, invert, the bases are being connected. Now that the 5 dash C bases are connected inward, okay, the 3 dash will be hydroxyl, 5 dash. If this chain is of 5 dash to 3 dash C, then this will be from 5 dash to 3 dash. That means anti-parallel. Sugar phosphate backbone is being here. Hydrogen bond is present there. One helical turn is of 3.4 nanometer, and one this turn, this number of base pair in each turn is 10. Distance between the turn means the distance between any turn is 0.34 nanometer. Okay, this is a structure of DNA given by Watson and Crick. Now percentage will be calculated through A plus T is equals to 100 minus G plus C. Means how much the calculation of the bases, the distance of G plus C will be sum up, and A plus T will be sum up, and then the will be minus from 100, and that will be the how the percentage calculation of base, that how much percentage of particular base is being present there. Plane of one base pair stacks over the other. See here the plane of one base. One base is just stack over the other. See here, just is stacking over the others. Now that is the thing. Here also you all could see it. G by C, T by A, G by G, C by G. They are stacking over each other. Why they are stacking over each other? To provide the stability to the helical structure. This is only the helical structure. So to provide the stability and to the bond the hydrogen bond. Length of the DNA is equal to the 1.36 millimeter of the Escherichia coli, and human being 2.2 millimeter. How this DNA is being packaged? The DNA is being packaged like the, see here, packaging of DNA. First of all, let us calculate the length of DNA in human. Calculation will be there done here. Distance between base pair is 6.6 we already know. Length of DNA is equals to, we already know the human being, the length of DNA is equal to 0.34 into 10 power minus 9, the DNA structure helical, 6.6, then the approx we are getting 2.2 meter approx. Okay, length of DNA is far greater. We are seeing here that the 2.2 millimeter approx. So the length of DNA is far greater than the typical nucleus. Nucleus is just having 10 to the power minus 6 special. So to put that particular DNA in the nucleus, there should be special arrangement so that that particular DNA could be inserted in the nucleus, either in the prokaryotes or the eukaryotes. So here the prokaryotes we are studying, and then we will study about the eukaryotes. In the prokaryotes, well-defined nucleus is absent. We all know that in the prokaryotic, the definite structure is that the well-defined nucleus is not present. DNA carrying positive charge, DNA is having positive charge and held with some protein. Some protein are there present around the DNA that is having, DNA is having negative charge, and the protein which are having have positive charge in the region of nucleoid. Their nucleus is not present, so there the region which is present is called as nucleoid. Now coming to the eukaryotic DNA, there is complex histone. There is a histone named protein. The structure of DNA in the eukaryotes are complex. The histone protein that are rich in the basic amino acid lysine and arginine are having the positive charge. The protein which are present in the histone are amino acid are having the positive charge, and they are forming 8 octamer, 8 molecule, and the DNA is negatively charged. So the DNA is just wrapped around the histone octamer. Here is the histone octamer where the DNA is just wrapping around. Okay. Now knowing about the histone protein, there are 5 type of histone protein: H1, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. So these 5 type of histone protein are there, where the H2A to H4 will form pair, that is called as NU body or core of nucleosome, and H1 will be just joining and connecting the two adjacent nucleosome to the DNA. So they are also called linker DNA. So linker DNA will be here the H1. Here you are called, see, the H1 is present here, and the particular all the 4 forming the octamer will be present here, and the DNA will be wrapped around. That is called as the core of histone molecule. Okay. Now here we are studying that one nucleosome is equals to 200 base pair of DNA helix. Means one nucleosome will carry 200 base pair of DNA helix. So the repeating unit of nucleosome will form the thread-like structure called chromatin, which we have studied the chromatin network present in the nucleus. So what is happening? The 200 base pair are present of DNA helix are present in one nucleosome, and several nucleosome will form the chromatin. That is the thread-like structure, stained body, which we when studied in the electron microscope. So we see that the how it is observed, nucleosome is just, chromatin is just looking like the beads in the string. Just like the beads are present in the string, that's why the nucleosome and the chromatin are observed under the electron microscope. Chromatin packed to form a solenoid structure of 300 nanometer diameter. these chromatin which are present in the nucleus, means the several nucleosome which form chromatin will present solenoid structure of 330 nanometer diameter. Its diameter will be 30 nanometer. Further, it will be supercoiled to form as the chromatin fiber. It will be supercoiled, just it will entangled and form chromatin fiber, further chromatids, and then it will be condensed during the cell division metaphase cycle and from the chromosome, which we all studied in the cell cycle. Now, some are the non-histone chromosomal NHC protein. So they are having a non-histone chromosomal NHC protein will be having additional set of protein that contribute to packaging of chromatin at the higher level. In some chromatin where the non-histone, where the histone is not present, so that will be packaged at the extra higher level. So these reason are the euchromatin or heterochromatin. Euchromatin means loosely packed, light stained, and transcriptionally active chromatins are there. And heterochromatin means densely packed, it will be stained dark, and it will be transcriptionally inactive chromatin. So these are the reason of the non-chromatin protein, non-histone protein. Non-histone protein will be the structure. Then coming to the RNA world, RNA was the first genetic material to be discovered. RNA was also used as genetic material as well as catalyst, but due to the use as the catalyst, it is all unstable. So that's why the DNA is being introduced, and the further the stability of DNA is being studied as a genetic material. RNA nitrogenous base is of two types, purine and pyrimidine. A and G, adenine and guanine, and cytosine and uracil is present. There thymine, and here there will be the uracil in RNA. C, ribose sugar plus nitrogenous base will form ribonucleoside, and ribose sugar plus phosphate group will form as ribonucleotide. And here we are seeing the difference between DNA and RNA is being given here. See, the difference between DNA and RNA is being present here. You all could note it down according to the study. So these all were about the DNA, that what is deoxyribonucleic acid, structure of polynucleotide having pentose sugar, nitrogenous base, then the things, then phosphate group, then the polynucleotide chain, discoveries related. Several scientists had came and given the further discovery also regarding the structure of DNA, but the acceptable Chargaff has given, Frederick Mescher has just found the nuclein and all that. So they all had already given. After that, Watson and Crick had given the X-ray diffraction method, and they had given the DNA model, 3D DNA model. And here that Watson and Crick model of DNA we had studied. We had studied about its bond and all the things. Then we had studied about its features. How will be the packaging of DNA helix is being done. Then in the prokaryotes, then the eukaryotes, then the structure of DNA like the beads. Non-histone world, where NHC molecule euchromatin and heterochromatins are present. RNA world, where we are studying about the RNA, where purine, uracil is present at the place of thymine. Here uracil is present at the place of thymine, and that was unstable due to the catalytic activity was not stable, and this is the difference between DNA and RNA. So today we had studied about this, and on the next lecture we will study about the central dogma, translation, transcription, replication. These all things are there. So this is the total today's